Hey, it's Adam from the Brisbane Channel, just with a really quick video updating you on some really exciting things that are coming to the channel. This is a really great time for the Brisbane Channel, and I'm sure that you'll really be happy to see some of these things. There's going to be a little bit of something for everybody. These are some videos that I've been wanting to make for a very, very long time. Those of you that have been here for a while may remember that at the end of last year, I was ready to quit the channel and just give the whole thing up. But then I thought, no, I'm just going to do videos that I want to make. And although they haven't really been seen just yet, I've been working on them behind the scenes and they're almost ready to hit the channel. And so it's going to just be a big jump in the quality and the depth of the videos that are on the channel. So the first one is one that I've finished filming for now, and I've just got to edit together. You may remember the video that I did about traffic congestion and public transport in Brisbane, looking at how not great the situation was, and that one option that may be an alternative or may even take the pressure off the roads is active transport. So I've been speaking with advocates from a range of different forms of active transport. So people who are all about walking. So I spoke with someone from Queensland Walks, someone from Bicycle Queensland, also another bicycle advocate, an e-scooter advocate, even rollerblading, and as well as someone from RACQ and from Brisbane City Council, the chair for transport, Ryan Murphy. So I'm putting together the video now, and that's going to be out really soon, probably within the next week or so. Another one that I'm really excited to get out to you is on youth crime, which is a really topical issue, especially with, it's one of the issues that it has come up a lot in the current election, which is happening in less than 2 weeks. So I've spoken with experts in the field. I've spoken with youth advocates, with victim advocates, spoken with people who are pushing for reform of the justice system. And it's a really complex issue. I'm also hoping to connect with some people who have been through the system themselves and are now in a better place to see, what led to them committing the crimes and how did they get out of that cycle. So that's going to be a really, really interesting and very deep and very complex video, but that will be out in the near future as well. Another one that I've only done a little bit of filming for so far, but really looking forward to getting out, is one on homelessness in Brisbane. So some really big issues, but I'm not just looking at putting out videos on those massive complex issues, but also a range of other things related to life here in Brisbane. So the list of some of the things I'll be looking at, past, present and future development plans in the Mount Coot-tha area. There's been a lot of controversy about things that have been planned. Some have been blocked, some still being talked about and may be happening, and some advocates that are saying we need to protect certain aspects of Mount Coot-tha, others saying that we need to make the most of the assets that we have there. So that's another one in the works. The 2032 Olympics is another one that I really want to do a deep dive into, looking at all of the mess really, there's no other way to describe it, with discussions over where to put the stadium and whether we should even have the Olympics, what benefit, if any, it's going to bring to the city. Will it be detrimental to the city? Is there more negative sides to it than positive? Well, we'll be looking at that in the video, so that's going to be another really big and deep video that's coming up. Another one that I'm hoping to do, I'll definitely do it, just when is the question, is on the Brisbane music scene. And that's something that a lot of great musicians have come out of Brisbane, and it's had for a long time a really thriving music scene, but there are threats to that as well. So we'll be looking at all of that in the video on the Brisbane music scene. Another one, I've already spoken with a few people and started a little bit of research, is about the flight paths and What's the situation with, you know, noise from aircrafts in certain suburbs of Brisbane? Because there's a lot of people up in arms about that, and a lot of different sides to look at with that issue. Another one I've met with people and had some discussions already about, and I've done some interviews, but I'll probably redo those interviews, and that's on what is life like in Brisbane for people with vision impairment or for blind people. I think that's a really interesting one. When I spoke with people who had vision impairment, I learnt a lot, and I think that that's going to be a really interesting topic for people to watch. So there's some of the, you know, I guess the bigger, more involved kind of videos that I'm looking at putting out. I had a plan right at the beginning of the year to make fewer videos where I'm just finding information online and curating it and getting it out to you, and more where I'm actually getting, you know, first-hand information. I'm speaking with the people who are actually involved, with the actual stakeholders, speaking with them and getting the information directly from them. That's kind of the direction I want this channel to go in, and it's sort of already begun to move in that direction. Some of the more recent videos, I've been speaking with people who are, you know, involved in what we're speaking about, and I hope to have more of that. But in between all of those big videos, there's going to be, you know, a bunch of other videos. Every month I'm going to have those update videos with roughly 10 things that either have happened or have been announced in Brisbane that are going to affect the experience of living in Brisbane or even visiting Brisbane. So they've been quite popular. So I'm going to do one of those each month, definitely. Also, I hope to do some videos on some Brisbane personalities. It could be famous people, or it could be people that nobody really has ever heard of, but that are doing good and positive things in Greater Brisbane. So that's another thing that I'm looking forward to doing. And of course, you know, some of the Brisbane events, things that happen, things that just pop up and I'm like, yeah, that'd be interesting to cover. We'll do those as well. So there'll be some of those, you know, shorter videos just about things that are happening in Brisbane. But I guess the big question is, what would you like to see more of? Please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. You might have some ideas, some topics that I'd never thought of. Somebody yesterday, when I was doing the interviews for the youth crime video, one of the victim advocates, well, their husband is a cryptocurrency accountant or something like that. And it's like, oh, have you thought about doing one on cryptocurrency? I'm like, well, is that Brisbane themed? But apparently her husband runs the only crypto accounting firm in Brisbane. I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting. It's something I'd never thought of. So are there things that you might suggest I should think about doing a video on? Because I'm definitely open to a bunch of different ideas, because I'm looking at spending more and more time on the channel and on putting some as diverse and interesting information and videos and topics as possible. So definitely let me know. If you're not subscribing already, do that, and make sure you've got all notifications, the little bell, make sure you've got that ticked so that you know, when a video does come out, you don't miss it, because there's some really, really great videos in the works. And I'll see you in those videos. Thanks. See ya. Hey, buddy boy.